Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Sound Lodge Podcast, also known as the Lodge Podcast.
This isn't a normal episode. This is a bonus.
Bonus episode. Is this a bonus episode or just episode 21? Or 20? Or
20
I don't
next
know.
episodes.
Whatever. Yeah, that's
a big deal. We should do something special for that.
We're going to burn the house down in this episode, actually.
Yeah. Okay, I'm there.
This is episode 19B for bonus.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we are all lovingly sitting next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Quite cozy over here. This is the roommates episode.
Yeah. And these are our roommates.
That's me.
Hello.
This is Caleb to my left, to your right, and then this is Cole to Felix's right,
Yes.
or your left.
I'm Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully by the time y'all see this episode, y'all will know about Cole and Caleb because you'll hear the country song.
That's right. We just did a little
Banger.
YouTube video turning me into a country star, which I still got some room to grow, but we're off to a good start, I think.
Pretty impressive for your first song, though. I'm excited for everybody to see that video.
I'm also excited for them to see how good of a songwriter Caleb is.
Yeah, totally.
Because there's a lot of moments, because I've been editing it, there's a lot of moments where Caleb just comes up with the melody just on the spot. So
Country music is probably the easiest
That's very true.
to write melodically and probably lyrically.
Well, I do think country lyrics are like what makes it good, though, because there's so many. I mean, there's just country songs that lyrically like make you cry when you listen to.
yeah, OG country music is such good storytelling.
Yeah.
And, like most of the songs are just an actual story front to back, which is really cool instead of just like singing about an emotion or something. But yeah, so that song is going to be out on all platforms. You should listen to it. It Ain't Me by Colt Murphy.
That's right.
Written by 4 people. The credits will
It
be
ain't
pretty
for
cool.
me. This guy made the song. He doesn't even know what it's called. So
Yeah, I've said It Ain't Me every time. I might just...
We also say it like 20 times.
Yeah,
in the
that's
song.
kind of the main.
yeah.
So does it go, it ain't for me, it ain't for me? Okay, yeah, we do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
It ain't
so it's
me.
called It Ain't Me?
It
called
ain't for me.
Ain't for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for
We just call it something totally different entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been listening to it too much. I slapped George Strait on it.
Yeah.
We needed that.
That was your one way to feature the sponsor of the video in there.
Really raised the expectations like to the ceiling.
Yeah.
know.
And we were just
Starting
talking
to do
about that, how like, you know, when you play like music that's professionally made and then you play your music afterwards and you're like, this sounds like shit.
Yeah, that's a
I don't even want to
horrible
make
way to-
music. Yeah.
So don't drop the jukebox. You can still tell that it was like AI. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it didn't sound, but the quality wasn't amazing. Not saying that LOL AI isn't the best audio splitter in the world.
If you need your audio splitting, you know who to call.
They're not sponsoring this fucking video. Who cares?
Caleb, you used.
I do.
Yeah, you used. I remember when you
Clutch.
used to
I think
make.
I ran out of my
Oh, you had the
Credits
you
or
had the
whatever?
my credits, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like last month.
Because I remember you used to make beats, and then to like tell if the beat was good, you would put a rapper on it.
Yeah.
I've used that a
Really
few
to
times.
flesh out the drums, like that's
Yeah.
otherwise it's kind of hard to hear if you're given enough space for the artist, or
True.
it's a good way to like finalize your beats.
Yeah, without an actual perspective with the vocals, it's hard because there's all the frequency like spectrum that the vocals take up, and like if you don't have that in there, you don't really know.
Yeah,
Also-
and levels, like leveling
Yeah.
your instruments. Like
Yeah.
a lot of times I'll be like, oh wow, this instrument's way too,
Yeah,
this lead is way too loud.
It's also hard not to overcrowd your beats because
True.
you forget that a singer is going to be on it. So you put so many different melodies on it, and then the singer doesn't
Exactly,
even
yeah.
know where to come in.
yeah. I used to just make like lo-fi beats, and then I would just put like a fucking Playboy Cardi acapella over it.
So yeah, this is a sad episode because Cole is moving to the big city of Nashville, Tennessee.
It's the plan.
As some of you know, Caleb and I used to live there, and
Now it's my turn, I guess.
you're taking it over.
Yeah. I'm leaving tomorrow. And I guess I already moved out from here, probably 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've been living with the parents, saving money. But yeah, tomorrow I'm packing up the truck and driving driving east, not south.
yeah. Driving laterally.
Yeah, it's like literally straight across.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. It's
even
a
more.
change of pace. I've been here my whole life too, so may as well do it, you know?
Totally. Now's the time to do it.
Exactly. So we're going to do that. But it was a fun, year and a couple months living here with all you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Just booling, and I don't even know. I mean, what do we do besides...
Yeah, I'm trying to think of things to recap on. Survivor. We watched a lot of Survivor.
Yeah.
You introduced me. I never watched Survivor before. I'm a big Survivor guy now.
Survivor's awesome for all your viewers, all
Shout
the
out to
Sound Lodge
Jeff.
guys. Yeah, Jeff Probst.
Legend, man.
I'm sure some of you guys know Jeff Probst.
Also, we're publicly announcing this. The Sound Lodge crew, or us four in this room, we're not fans of what's her name, Say.
Say sucks
Oh,
from this season.
Yeah.
She's the worst.
Get her off
She's
of there,
the
man.
worst.
She deserves probably more hate because I even got on TikTok because that's what I do. Is I get on TikTok and look up people I don't like Love Is Blind. I do the same thing, and she's not getting enough hate.
Really?
On social media. I mean, there are people that can't stand her, as there should be, but it should be a lot more.
How'd you get the spoiler for the Final Five?
Twitter.
Yeah, I was on
If
Reddit
it's
because it's already been filmed. They do the live show, like the end is live, so no one knows who wins.
I gotcha.
But they've already filmed this entire season.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dude, I remember for Beast Games, Wesley and I used to watch a few episodes of Beast Games. We never finished it, and then I saw a YouTube thumbnail, and it said talking to the winner of Beast Games, and it's just his face on the thumbnail. So I was like, well, I now know
Don't have to watch it anymore.
what's going to happen in the whole show.
That sucks.
Dude, I would love to be on Beast Games. Isn't it just you make money and get opportunities to get a bunch of
It's
shit?
like Squid Games, basically, but you're not dying.
Yeah, don't have that in the back of your mind that if you fuck up, you're getting a shot through your dome,
Dead. Yeah. Fall to your death.
which is scary.
Kinda
No,
chill.
he tries to recreate the games as much as he can without actually killing everybody.
Yeah, that's probably a
Goes
good
pretty
thing.
hard.
He goes nuts, dude.
Pretty sick. How does he avoid getting copyright legal problems?
I have no clue because I remember he made the video that really popped off for him. Not that he wasn't one of the biggest YouTubers yet. Was his when he actually made Squid Games.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he just titled.
And that was just full on Squid Games. It was
Yeah.
like Squid Games in real life or
Yeah.
something.
That was
pretty
fun
crazy.
video.
Yeah, I remember you and Wesley watching it in the other room, and I was in one room watching a basketball or something, and it was just so loud because he's screaming at the camera the whole time.
Yeah.
Dude, it feels like a YouTube video, which is funny, which is pretty cool too. That he's on this huge streaming. He's on Amazon, but he's still doing all right, guys.
Yeah.
Now we're
What's
gonna
up,
be-"
YouTube?
And
Yeah.
I think it was filmed in 1080. That's definitely a lie. It was definitely filmed in 4K, but it still looks like his 1080 YouTube videos.
It's pretty sick.
I need
Shout
to
out to
watch
Mr.
Beast Games. Sounds like Will Hurley. Well,
Yeah.
he said he was applying, and then about 5 minutes later, he said he wasn't going to do it.
Yeah, Will. Our friend Will, he might be on a podcast. He's a firm believer that Mr. Beast is the Antichrist.
What do we have to say about that?
My sister actually doesn't like Mr. Beast
Really?
either. Yeah, my other little siblings, they were getting the Lunchleys or whatever because that's KSI, Mr. Beast, and all them. And my sister was like, I refuse to eat it. He's got enough money. I'm not giving him any more money.
Okay. That's funny. I mean, yeah, don't feed the rich, I guess.
I'm not a
agree.
huge Mr. Beast fan, but what's Will's evidence for him being the Antichrist?
Mr. Beast is just like a guy.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
also seems like a super nice guy.
He does seem like
Because the Bible says that the Antichrist is going to be universally liked.
It says it's going to be Jimmy Donaldson.
it says that in there.
Yeah, is that his name?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah. Where's he from?
Carolina.
Yeah,
one
I
of the
think North
Carolinas?
Carolina.
Yeah.
Dude, the fact, he lives the life. He's so rich.
Yeah.
He says that he doesn't really live to where you'd think his means would be. He just spends it all,
Yeah.
reinvests it all into the YouTube videos, which I think is cool.
Yeah, it's
That
a
is
statement to
cool.
him because he still seems like a normal guy enough.
Yeah.
He's definitely not a normal guy, but he's not weird in the sense of he's a billionaire, which I think he should be. If he didn't put all his money back into his YouTube channel,
Yeah.
he'd be a billionaire. But he doesn't seem like that. He still seems kind of like a
Somewhat
weird guy.
down to earth,
Yeah.
but just kind of weird.
Down to earth, weird, psychotic YouTuber.
Yeah. Most of them are.
But he's probably going to be on the episode. So, Mr. Beast, we do love you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Beast is going to be on episode 24. We got him lined up for that
I think
one.
it's 20.
That's big.
Because, we got that planned up. We're already
That's big
in
for Mr.
contact.
Beast.
We've already filmed.
It may take him off a little bit.
Yeah, he might blow up from this
Yeah.
Yeah.
podcast.
When this gets 150 views, he's going to blow up.
But we appreciate all you Sound Lodge viewers.
We do. All the slodgers out there.
Yeah.
That's what we call them.
That's a great name. I love that.
Thank you.
World
It's
needs
kind of
more
caught on.
slodgers.
I started
Yep.
saying it randomly, and then now people are just saying it in the comments, so we're just
Yeah.
rolling with it.
We're going to make a shirt, and it's going to say, keep it slodging.
Keep it slodging.
I like that. Life's good type.
Yeah, life's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's basically what it means.
Slodging along.
Yeah.
Slodging.
Slodge it up.
Felix and I talked about it last episode, but every time we try to sit down and watch a horror movie, It never turned out well. We
Yeah.
never found one, and all the ones we watched were all awful.
That's kind of the game you play with horror movies, though. I mean, there's just not a lot that are special.
It's hard to find an actually scary horror movie, I feel like, nowadays. And I don't know if that's maybe because we're all just so desensitized to like horrific shit now.
That is a good point. I never thought of that.
Could be part of it, but also like I feel like a lot of movies just in general kind of suck now. They're all just like filmed in such a cookie cutter like Netflix special kind of way now, to where like it doesn't even make it immersive.
Yeah, dude, we watched The Fighter, and like
that shit was good.
those shots were so good that like a lot of times the person's face wouldn't even be in camera, and he'd be talking, and the camera would be like moving around. But nowadays people would be like, okay, we got to have a still of his head.
Yeah, you
like,
have to see him.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is that like I feel like with a lot of things in general now, people feel like they need to have it like handed to them on a silver platter, you know? Even like
Attention span.
Yeah, and even with like some like jokes and like people's like sense of humor, I always hate going into the comments section and somebody just like reinstates what the funny of the joke was. You know, like there's like a meme and somebody's like, LMAO, like this is so funny because, and it's like, thank you for explaining exactly why the joke was funny. Like we're all on the same page.
I will say,
you didn't need to do that.
You go in the comments of that comment, and it's people roasting that person.
Exactly.
So they get like
That's
they
the
do
thing.
get flagged for it.
I agree, yeah. But there are a lot of people out there who is just like, it's such, not even brain rot, it's just like brain dead, to where like they just can only understand if it's like in plain black and white, like right in front of them.
I also love seeing like stand-up clips that are like, let's say it's a minute long and the person's building up to the joke, and it's always a good joke because there's a huge build-up, but so many comments are like, what was the joke? I couldn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, yeah,
People
yeah.
just can't watch a minute.
Yeah.
I heard that the average view duration for a short is 35 seconds.
That's accurate.
Like if you don't get to the line within 35 seconds, people click off of it.
That's very accurate. I think from posting a lot of short form content, the videos that usually do best are around like 20 to 30 seconds long. If you go over that, you're putting too much information, and it's like, man, this guy's fucking yapping. Just like a minute of information.
Yeah.
But then when you go like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, like a lot of people don't even watch that because like it has to be every single second of that is packed with information. And if it's not, then people get bored of that too. So there's kind of a sweet spot, like a little middle ground in there.
It's very good to know, because in case I ever start doing shorts.
True.
You need to start promoting Ain't For Me.
I know.
Yeah.
Dude, I should.
We make the song for you, and then we just dump all the promotion and get it on you.
Now it's on me.
Yeah. We do the fun part and leave you with the boring part.
That's okay.
You gotta carry this career path into Nashville.
It's true.
I know. We'll see if it takes off.
Well, see, that's your goal. Is yeah, you have to play at the Grand Ole Opry.
Exactly.
By the time you get there,
That's the truth, which is in tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, I got a lot of work to do.
you got to make a lot of calls by
on the
tonight.
stage.
Yeah. I think I could make
That's
it
asking
happen.
a lot, man.
Yeah, well, next
Straight to Grand Ole Opry.
concert you go to, in the back of your mind, you'll be like, I have a song I could get up there.
This could be me.
Yeah,
Play,
this
they
could
give
literally
me the
be me.
guitar, and I just start picking at it, and
Yeah.
I don't know how to play any instruments. I am gonna bring my guitar, and I should low key like try and
love to hear that.
learn that,
You should.
because guitar's
Just for
sweet,
fun, dude.
dude.
Guitar's the best.
Even just like chilling with people and like by a fire, if you got a guy who plays guitar and has somewhat of a decent voice, that's such a vibe.
Yeah, or you're like at a huge party, you always want like one guitar guy to be like, hey guys, huddle up around me. I got a few songs to play for you.
Yeah. Huge party with like super loud music going on. You're like, guys, turn that shit off. I'm gonna play my own stuff.
Just
Guys-
the same 3 chords over and over.
Yeah. Yeah. Starts playing some Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Or just originals.
Yeah, guys,
Guys, sing along with me.
This is a little original piece I wrote. I got six and a half songs for you guys. Make sure to stay put.
Yeah.
The guy goes up to get a drink. You're like, no, I'm not done with the song.
Yeah.
Sit back down. You didn't hear the rest of this one. The chorus is great on this one. You know, so picking up guitar.
That's something I could do, and just
What are you most excited about for Nashville?
probably just like probably a fresh start. I mean, I have a lot of friends here, and like I'm not running from anything, but it's just exciting to like go see something new, not know anybody except I've got one buddy down there, but like, you know, just attack a new vibe, get after a new city. And I'm excited for the SEC grown women, all the corn-fed women down there. That's my vibe.
Yeah.
I'm excited for just country music. I'm a big country music guy, and like I love that all the bars constantly have live music.
Yeah.
That's like just not what you get in OKC. You get a DJ who's probably getting paid $12 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to play Sexy Red.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
My coochie pink. And you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
Not okay. It don't even bang when you're wasted.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't.
Like
I
you
never
try to
think it
vibe with it,
is.
and you're like, dude, I just can't.
Yeah, I mean, we were at Jones recently, and they played some like 2000s banger, and I was into it.
Like Coldplay.
Yeah, and we were all up there, and it was like dance music, and then the next song was just some like rapper.
It's like
Yeah.
I
Doja
had no-
Cat.
yeah.
Which,
Yeah. They had like Dancing Queen playing, and then they would have like
Yeah, Dancing
7 like
Queen went crazy.
of the top 100 hits that you just none of them are.
Dude, I will say we were the only ones there that were like, I'm not really getting down to this. Everybody else was going crazy.
yeah.
That is true.
I will. The vibe there were not a lot of people that I would consider like us.
I wouldn't
there
be
that
hanging
night.
around most of them.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Dude, I made so many friends that night.
You did. You were all over the place.
You dapped
You were
up a lot
just
of
a
people.
chatterbox.
Genuinely, it took me like probably 5 or 6 people for you to dap up before I was like, okay, you don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
I thought you were just like, because they were talking about like, oh, I don't want to go to Jones because I'm going to see everybody who I've ever known there. And I was like, oh, wow, so you guys know a lot of people there. And then you just start dapping up like every third person. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know so many people here.
Yeah.
Wow, holy shit.
No, I just look at somebody in the eyes and be like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" And then I'd go for the dap up, and without failure, everyone daps me up because everyone in the back of their mind, they're like, "I know this guy."
You don't want to be rude.
Yeah, when
too.
I'm talking to them the whole time, they're like, "Where do I know him from? Where do I know him
Yeah.
from? I got to get his name." And then I just walk away.
Yeah.
But it was so funny when you came up to me and you're like, "Okay, I think I know that you actually don't know any of these."
Yeah.
people."
There was one where like you dapped him up and I was like, you don't know that guy. There's no way you know that guy. You're like, no, I don't know. I don't have a fucking clue who that is.
You
Yeah,
started
you get
joining
a couple
them, though.
drinks in
Hell
you,
yeah.
you become the life of the party, dude.
100%. Oh, I started dapping up people too.
It's fun, man.
It is. It's just meeting people.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was mad because you were in New York when we hung out, and that would have been nice if you met Chris. But we were talking about joining a men's league.
Oh yeah, we talked about it in the group chat. I'm down. 100%.
Yeah, so Felix is 5. Felix is the tallest friend we have, so he's
That's
5.
crazy.
He's gonna be
Yeah,
banging down low.
It's
He's the
not
bruiser.
I mean,
You can play like a hybrid.
Yeah, I'd rather play like a
You're a good 4.
like a Paulo Banchero kind of guy.
Yeah.
you're gonna be getting
Be
sweaty.
banging down.
Yeah,
there,
that's the thing, dude. I'm not built to play anything less than a small forward. You know?
Yeah, our board stats will be where we need to improve the most.
We're just gonna be a small ball team. We're just
Yeah,
gonna say
exactly.
fuck rebounds, and we're just gonna make a shit ton of
Running
threes.
around, making plays like
Well, dude, here's the thing.
Cutting through passing
Just white boy
lanes.
basketball.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
This is gonna be prime time white boy ball, dude.
And the good thing is we have a wild card in Will. He's gonna bring a knife to every basketball game. So if,
He's gonna maybe kill someone.
I'll tell you the worst thing that can happen is Will hits an early 3 because he thinks he's gonna be on fire. He's
Yeah.
gonna start shooting every time he gets the ball. So don't let him hit an early 3.
Will shot, not great looking.
Dude, I love Will, but he thinks that he is just this stud. Like he thinks that if you went back in time and he would have worked basketball or baseball, he would have been like the guy in high school.
you gotta respect the confidence. That's what.
a
Yeah.
good mentality.
So yeah,
100%.
Will, which y'all will meet. He's a fighter, and
We definitely need to have Will on the podcast.
yeah, and he
Avid
has
supporter of us as well.
Yeah,
which-
he's an avid slodger.
nice.
He put our logo on one of his shirts, so for sponsor, which
Alright.
we got an athlete sponsor. But he's
awesome.
That's awesome. I didn't
he's
know
got-
that.
I don't want to say delusional confidence, but he has a lot of confidence, which is what you need if you're a fighter. If you don't have insane confidence, then you're just going to be the worst fighter ever.
You have to
with
when you
any
step in that
sport at
ring. You got. I mean, you're going at someone's throat.
Yeah.
While they're going at your throat, you better be confident in yourself, or you're shit out of luck.
Well, dude, that's the thing. I mean,
Exactly.
he can take any of us out
Yeah.
in under 30 seconds.
Easily.
So there is a lot of confidence to be gained from that. But when it comes to other sports like basketball, he still has that confidence. With him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
which
And just
gets
playing-
you a lot of the way though. Also,
It's true, yeah.
It does until he shoots, and you're like, I'll just say this: Will is not the hooper, like he is the fighter. Will's put a lot of work into fighting, though. I mean,
I'm excited, man.
he's been grinding. Like he goes probably 2-3 hours a day for how long? Like since probably high school.
Yeah.
It's been probably 8 years now or so.
pretty awesome.
Hell, yeah, probably around that.
What is he the
6
number?
years.
He's the number one flyweight in Oklahoma.
He's the number 1 AMI flyweight.
Yeah.
You can look him up on Tapology, William Hurley,
Mm-hmm.
or Instagram, the Sheriff.
I
Yep.
think right when he goes pro, we should have him on the podcast. He's actually been on a podcast before.
Oh, nice.
I saw that. Yeah,
Oh yeah, with his buddy. It
Mm-hmm.
was a different one. It
I,
wasn't
I actually
Sound
watched
Loss.
part of that episode.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is this is a music podcast?
Yeah,
So, but that's the fun thing. We're gonna have anybody and everybody.
I mean,
on
Mr. Beast is getting on
I
here.
bet Will's got some good music takes.
it's also a music podcast
Yeah.
where we talk about music for like 20% of the podcast.
Yeah.
So
Most
it's
of it-
kind of just a podcast
yeah.
at this point.
Most of it we're just slogging.
We slodge. It's a slodge podcast,
Yeah.
you know.
Just slodge.
Yeah, but I know Derek will be down to join.
Yeah.
We
Where do you
might
think
get-
Derek-
Hoop a little bit.
Derek would be a 3
Yeah.
or a 4. You think?
He's probably.
If he
I
was
mean, it depends
tall,
on
he'd be
what
a good 4.
I don't know what the roster's looking like.
We need a fucking tall guy.
Y'all
man.
need.
We need to recruit
Y'all
a tall
need a
guy.
guy.
We need to just go to the YMCA and just search for like
Y'all
tall
need
dudes.
like
Cole's right.
someone that can like
We
get a
don't-
bucket.
We don't need a tall guy. We need a guy.
Derek, I remember playing 1-on-1 against him, and his back down move kind of nasty.
So he could play.
he's gonna be
He could
like
play
a-
a 3.
He's got a good
Three.
box out.
He'd be a
inside
4.
in the paint because he's not a super tall cat.
He's not tall.
See,
He's
that's
probably
the problem, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but he's also
mean,
he's
same
not
as
he's
me.
not quick enough
Caleb,
to be a
you're
guard.
our 3, because you're corner posting.
I'm a 2.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
catch and shoot guy.
Yeah, Caleb's a big. You
That's
could be
all
a
I can
2.
do.
You could be a 2. You could be a 3.
Honestly, the thing is, I would definitely like to play 1. Like I'm taller than everybody, but I have good handle, and also like I love to pass the ball. Like I love to get everybody else involved, and like I've always been a really good playmaker. Like on any team that I've played it for. So like I would actually be down to play the 1 and like just Rajon Rondo the shit out of the whole
See,
team.
you could even play.
just provide for them.
I mean, like nowadays, there's not even really positions. I mean, there are.
Yeah,
but,
that's-
like
that's very
LeBron
true.
James can take the ball up when he wants.
That's the thing.
Jokic takes the ball up as a 5. You know.
exactly.
The biggest thing
Like-
we need is a coach to actually draw up plays, because once that first whistle
have
goes
to
off,
do that.
we're scrambling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek would be a good coach.
Derek would be a
But
good
he could be a
coach.
player coach.
Yeah,
We-
I don't think you can do
I
that
don't-
though.
Even if we don't run
can't get in the
plays,
game.
You could
we
throw
need-
like you could make Jen a.
Do you have to have a
on the
coach?
That's
sideline
true,
and
yeah.
Just be the coach.
We just need like at least some sort of like rough offensive game plan.
Yeah.
So that we can just have some sort of structure. Because I think if we don't do that, it's just going to be like a
You need
fucking
a
street
coach
ball
in a
game.
men's league.
I don't.
Dude,
know.
remember when we were in that men's league? You were our coach. Remember that? We had to have a coach. in
That was a
order to
men's
join.
league. I thought that was in high school.
I was on that team, right?
I don't. Was that a men's league, dude? We were playing against men.
No, we were not.
I
Played against- we were like juniors in high school, and we went down and passed for freshmen and played against like the Choctaw freshman team.
Am I
Was
thinking
that
of the same thing?
Is this the thing where Reed played with us? We picked up Reed, and he went nuclear. And
I don't know. This wasn't Reed. This was. I remember y'all had. Another,
I remember the one I
y'all
went
were in
to.
another
Reed
one.
was there, but I think he might have been playing a different game.
Yeah.
But
because I mean, we got third one time. Like it was like just a put together team, but we had Grayson and Reed, so we actually had someone who could score
Dude,
the
we got to get
rock.
Grayson. That's our guy.
He would. I mean,
Grayson would
he
be a good one.
play. He would play.
Yeah.
He plays a lot still.
No, he'd play, but knowing all of us, we wouldn't take it as serious. If we were in, I'd take it serious. He would need all of us to take it seriously
Yeah.
in order to play.
And also, he would get frustrated if, for example, Will Hurley catches the ball and keeps it up from 5 feet behind the line every time. Because that's going to happen. Like it's one of his shots is just going to go over the backboard.
That would be the problem. Is that we would start playing, and then we would realize that all the other teams are so much better than us because they're like washed up fucking like
Yeah.
D2.
Well, dude, if you think about it, everybody we've
basketball
talked
players.
about so far, except for Grayson, played high school ball.
Yeah.
It's like, and everybody we are playing, they're gonna have played
Will
high school
play?
ball.
No.
okay.
Will did not play basketball.
Will was a wrestler.
Will played
was-
middle school, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody played basketball.
We all played
Yeah.
middle school, and we were good. I mean, we were really good in middle school, but
The thing about the basketball is that if this goes down, we're definitely going to be documenting it. It'd be a fun thing to document.
yeah.
Totally.
Just loss.
Oh, yeah.
Win, and we go crazy. We have this huge party.
Oh, it'd literally be the Bad News Bears.
It's like kicking and screaming, yeah.
No,
I would love
I'm looking.
that.
You just got to find your Italians.
Yeah, dude. You know what we need to do is we got to get these guys, got to get everybody, and just go to any court, play some 3v3, split into 2 teams, and just figure out what we're working with.
Yeah.
So who's
Let's
on the
play
team?
some
Let's go
park.
down the roster real quick. So you
got-
three.
Yeah, us 3, Chris, Alex.
Chris is good.
That's what
Okay.
I'm saying.
I'll tell
Chris
you,
is our-
Chris
Chris
can
our forward.
play.
Is
Chris
he really?
Yeah, Chris is good. He played.
How
I
tall
played
is
with
Chris?
him. He's probably 6'1", maybe.
Yeah, he's taller
Okay,
than
that
us.
works.
He's shorter than
That
Felix.
plays all day.
Yeah,
And he's actually a hooper, and he's an athlete. Like he's a good athlete.
yeah. So Chris is a good lock, but that's where the line ends. So we need Grayson, Noah needs to be our coach.
That's a good coach.
And then if Cade was still here, that'd be fun if Cade played. Yeah, that's what we're working with. So, and then we're going to fill in the roster with some slodgers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Slodgers, if you wanna
Another
play.
huge thing which we haven't discussed, stamina.
Yeah.
That's going to be a problem with all of us.
Slodge
You guys are
basketball
going to need
crowds.
to like do hockey subs like every minute and a half.
That's why we need more players.
I've been on a roll lately though. I've been doing
the
2
run.
miles every morning.
Dude, you'll
so.
be fine then. I mean, it's more so probably for, and Will be fine.
Yeah,
Will's
We'll
got
be
good stamina.
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Actually,
We need somebody sprinting off the bench.
yeah. Basketball
give 'em the-
stamina is different
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Cause dude, I remember I was in really good shape, but I hadn't played basketball in a long time. And then I played basketball with a bunch of guys I went to high school with, and I was winded, man.
Dude,
I
yeah.
was out of shape.
Well, it's
Basketball-
different than most sports because it's like quick twitch. It's
Yeah.
like agility and speed and acceleration.
It's also constant running too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas like with football, like you take breaks here and there. Even soccer, you get to kind of hang out in your position. But like basketball, you're constantly up and down the court.
Baseball's the best for that. You
Yeah.
just actually stand around for 9
Yeah.
innings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're outfield too.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like picking the fucking dandelions. in the
Yeah.
outfield.
If you're in right field as a like 11-year-old or under, one, you're probably the worst player on the team. Sorry, Slodgers. But if
Yeah.
that's the case,
If you're an 11-year-old
Yeah.
in right field, you're the worst player.
probably the worst player on the
Sorry.
team. Baseball's
one
not for you.
person.
But
Yeah.
two, you may go
Clicked off.
3 games without having to move.
Yeah.
Which is that's the beauty of baseball.
That's ideal.
Hey, if you're a heavy
Yeah.
hitter, you can get away with it though.
You can, but
True.
usually the heavy hitters are somewhat probably the third baseman. He's probably decent. Now in college, like when you actually get to real baseball teams, like everyone on the field can play. Everyone can hit. But yeah, up until at least high school. If you're playing right field, time to look in the mirror. Maybe basketball is your sport. It's probably not baseball.
Should we go men's softball league too?
I love softball.
That'd be
Softball's
fun.
fun, man.
That'd be fun.
This is a sports podcast now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just chatting ball.
Caleb still wishes he was a pitcher when he was younger because you're a left-hander.
Left-hander, need no conditioning. Just standing on that mound all game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't hit, which hitting is the most fun part of baseball, in my opinion. But
I never picked up a bat. I played just about every other sport, but
I'm the same way.
never went for baseball. Wesley was our baseball guy.
Wesley was a little ball
We
player.
gotta get Wes on the Slodge podcast too.
True, we do.
Yeah. What else went down in the house? We need to talk about the crazy episode where our house almost got flooded.
Yeah.
What are the odds that you went for a walk that night?
It was absurd. Also, the thing is too. So usually, here's what happened. Here, let me break it down for you. So I will usually go for a walk at nighttime. You know, if the weather's nice, I'll go. Sometimes it'll be maybe like a 2-hour long walk. Sometimes it'll be a short walk. This walk was legitimately, I think I was gone for 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. I leave the house. I go out through the garage. I come back and there's like some sort of liquid flowing out down the driveway from the garage. And I was like, what happened? My immediate thought was like, something's wrong with Caleb's car. Because
Yeah.
Caleb parks his car in the garage.
Caleb's car had a lot of gas. in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Really wrong
Something
with my car.
exploded. And so I opened the thing up, or as I walk up to the garage door, I hear like a very faintly. I open the garage up, and there's just water spilling out from underneath the like maintenance cabinet. And I was like, oh shit, something's wrong here. So I opened it up, and it's just flying out like a pipe had busted or whatever. And I came in, and it was late at night too. Like it was probably like 10 o'clock at night or like 9:30. And I knocked on both those doors, and I was like, we got a situation out there. So then it was a whole fiasco, and the whole garage was flooded. We were moving everything around, but
We had to shut off the water.
Yeah.
And it took 2 days, so we didn't have water for 2 days, which sucked.
Yeah, it did suck. And then that was right before you guys left too. That was the other thing that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Ooh.
It was before you guys left for your trip. So
Yeah.
if that would have happened like a day later, I would just be screwed
Yeah,
there
yeah,
by
yeah.
myself.
Was I out of town too? Yeah, I think
No,
I
you were
was.
That
Well,
wasn't,
I was
wasn't
here
that,
for the flood, but
You
I'm
were
pretty
leaving-
sure I was I was
you were going
somewhere.
to OU Texas.
Was that week?
I think that's what it was. 'Cause
Okay.
You guys went to Broken
It
Bow.
was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then
Oh, I went to OU LSU for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. That's exactly what it was.
It was
No,
before Thanksgiving because
Felix
I
came
was
to
with you for
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, true.
In Austin.
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
You guys just went on a vacation.
Yeah, that was OU Texas weekend.
Yeah, and
That
then
was
that's where you
October.
were. Yeah,
I wonder where we went.
because I was just
we
chilling.
went to the cabin with Wes, and remember we watched the OU Texas game there.
Oh yeah.
And we
yeah.
all cried.
Yeah.
Got our ass kicked. If
Yeah.
any
There was
hope.
Slodgers
There was
are
hope.
OU
That
fans.
was the beginning of
Yeah.
our understanding that our team was not.
Yeah.
That was the downfall.
We kind of started to learn in the Tennessee game, which that was before OU Texas, but that's whenever we realized that Jackson Arnold is on fraud watch.
Yeah.
tragedy.
If you are a Slodger Jackson Arnold, just know you're not that good at football.
Yeah.
You're not as good as everyone thought you were going to be.
Jackson Arnold is always in our comments, so
Yeah, he's always talking
Good.
mad shit in our comments, man.
he's always saying
He's a rival to
Where's he at
Slod.
now?
He's
Auburn,
at
right?
Auburn, yeah.
We're gonna be playing him.
Yeah, they're coming to Norman like week 5.
Really?
So
It's going to be a fun
exciting.
game.
week 4 or 5.
we all know he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks next year.
I'm expecting it. It's just
Yeah.
classic.
That's just how it goes.
I'm totally expecting Bauer Sharp to do the same thing at LSU.
Yeah.
And Bauer Sharp, if you're a Slodger, you're worse than Jackson Arnold. I can't stand you.
That one play where he throws the ball up, just
Dude.
like
That
Might have been
was
the worst.
painful.
I mean, like, what in the hell are you doing?
He's been playing for
I've ever
LSU.
seen.
like, actually.
We've started a lot of household video games, and none of them really lasted.
Yeah.
Well, we did Red Dead 2.
Red Dead was
Red
fun.
Dead hasn't died.
The big one,
Caleb's always on Red Dead.
Yeah, I'll still get on Red
the
Dead.
big one for a while was Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
We were on
did
the
rip
Sea of
that.
Thieves grind for a while.
Sea of Thieves was fun until we realized that we're no match
We
for
suck.
anybody.
Yeah. We I think it was like probably shortly after we ran into any other players in the
Yeah.
game, we were like, all right, we just suck. We can't.
I do
play.
remember, like, anytime there was a huge event going down and all the best players would all obviously be heading over there, I would always be like, guys, we have to go.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
would. And
They-
we've got, like, all our treasure on our ship.
They've got like neon, pirate ships
Yeah.
and like weird like animals flying around, and we just got like the
Yeah.
default ship.
They'd get in, like, cannons and just shoot on our ship, and we have no clue how to do that.
Yeah. No, we were not well equipped for that game.
No.
We also had a little Stardew run.
We were on the Stardew grind for quite a while.
Yeah.
That one we really kind of went.
Yeah,
hard.
Felix and
Yeah.
I think we have like 3 farms by now. But
Yeah.
every time we would play for about 3 weeks or 2 weeks, and then we'd stop playing for like a month, and then we'd get back on it, and we'd think, let's start another farm.
Yeah, Minecraft's kind of the same way too.
Mhm.
We kind of
2-week
stuck to
period.
a Minecraft world for a little while, but then we made that new one. Our Minecraft vibe was going pretty well.
Yeah,
for a while.
I mean, Minecraft is can never die. Well,
Yeah.
what were I remember the latest world that we had.
The other one was the one where you built the big ass tree, and I had the little
Oh,
like,
yeah,
cave
the
house.
rainforest.
The cave house where the fucking Endermen kept spawning in my house, and I couldn't stop, and they would kill me in my own house.
Dude, the amount of hours I put in fishing on Minecraft.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fisher on Minecraft.
Stand and throw your little rod in
Yeah.
and wait for it to
Try to get some enchanted bows. And
I just
Yeah.
I fished a lot in that world too, because
Yeah.
I was never really a big fisher.
That was a 6 spot.
It was a
That
six
was a
spot.
6 spot. We need to stream some Minecraft at some point.
I'm totally down to stream Minecraft.
Going
Yeah.
back to video games, Caleb and I have a little online dynasty we've been running for
I've
a
been
while.
playing that
Going
for
for,
so
like,
long.
8
Since
months?
July, yeah.
Actually surprising how long that's lasted, because I feel like usually when you do anything like that, it doesn't last for very long. Like every time I've tried to do any sort of online league or even like fantasy stuff, like it just never lasts.
Yeah. We've been going strong. I'm at Notre Dame, fighting Irish, go Irish. He's at Florida, or you're at Nebraska
I'm in
now.
Nebraska now.
Yeah.
It could be time to move again.
No, you got to stick
I-
around and build
I was
Nebraska.
gone for half of last season. I'm gonna be gone for this season. I guess it's fine.
I could do your stuff for you because I'll
I
be
would
able
not
to.
want to stay in Nebraska, to be honest with you.
Nebraska's just a fun
Nebraska's-
one to turn around
Nebraska's
because they're a
historic.
blue blood.
Yeah,
I mean, they're just as well renowned as anybody
Yeah,
else.
exactly. I mean, I think fun-wise, Florida. Like, I'm staying at Florida.
That's the thing, though,
That's
like-
such a good job.
We do so
Yeah.
many seasons. Like I was at Florida for 8 seasons. There's a guy in our league who's been at Baylor for,
Probably 10 years at
Maybe
least.
more.
Yeah.
and it's like that's cool, but I feel like the people need to be moving around, finding different teams. Like
Yeah. Just
you can
changing
get so
things up.
dominant, which like Brad, he's just good.
Yeah.
But, like you can get so dominant to where you're at your team for so long, you get all the best players.
You get stud recruits, and he knows the guys. Like he recruits guys that he wants. It's not like he's not just like, oh, this 5-star wants to go to school here. He like does the scouting and is like, yeah, he's not going to see the field for me.
There's levels
He knows
to
his stuff.
the investment in the game.
For
between
sure. And we had our little Marvel Rivals kick, which I still love Marvel Rivals.
Marvel Rivals was fun, man. The thing about me is that whenever I'd play these games, I'd have to re-up on my Xbox subscription.
Yeah.
And I'd play for maybe a week, and then I wouldn't play, and I'm paying for a month, and that's just how my brain works. And I'm like, I'm wasting money right now. So
Yeah.
I'd cancel. And then there'd be a night when y'all are playing, and I'd be like, do I buy it again now?
Yeah. It's usually within the same month too, so you're,
$10.
Yeah.
you're like double scammed.
I think it's $10.
$10 a month. You don't like paying $10 a month on things
know,
you
man.
don't need to, though.
I
It's
keep
not bad if you play that.
such a high track of all my finances.
It's just not a bad
If
thing.
I'm not making worth of those $10,
You also use the single ply toilet paper. We're gonna work on that.
Do you really?
Yeah, we
that was not a decision. That was a decision. I was like, I want to get the cheapest brand, and then right when I got it, I was like, okay, toilet paper. I need to actually splurge. on toilet paper.
Quilted Northern,
I'm just
Charmin, Ultra
fingering my
Soft.
asshole with this.
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta have some wet wipes too. If you
Yeah.
I do
wet
have
Oh
wet
wipes
wipes.
on
yeah,
deck, man.
100%.
Wet wipes are the
Dude,
move,
is your
man.
asshole not just raw?
No, I don't use the single ply that much.
Okay, good.
But I'm not gonna throw it away. That's how my brain works. I'm gonna slowly. That's like I have
you
deodorant.
still have my TP I
Yeah.
gave you, yeah.
I have deodorant that so Old Spice gives me rashes, and I recently got like nice deodorant, but I don't want to throw. When I got my Old Spice and I realized it gave me rashes, I had a 3-pack, and I was like, well, I have 3 deodorants now that give me rashes. So I have this nice deodorant that I use now, but I'm not gonna throw away my old deodorant. What I'm gonna do is every few days I take a few swipes with the rash deodorant, and since I use it so minimally, it doesn't give me rashes, and I'm gonna slowly. It's probably gonna take me 2 years to use up
Yeah.
the
Okay.
$10
It's gonna get
deodorant.
crusty by the
See,
time
yeah,
it's-
you are. That's
What's the
insane.
nice
I mean, it's
deodorant?
respect.
Well, dude, you kind of have to do this when you are doing
Yeah,
what I'm doing.
That's fair.
You don't have to fucking do that.
Felix is like, I have to do this.
This guy's over here using 1 square of 1-ply toilet paper. You have to do it, man. Everybody's got to do it.
Drake started here at one point.
Yeah. Struggle meals, dude. I was talking about, or I wasn't talking about, but in my head I was talking about it. I wanted to talk about it, but
I was talking with the voices in my head. I was having a conversation.
I was gonna say, Cole, you're gonna take over the reins of Nashville from Caleb and I, but Caleb and I did not have the reins on Nashville at all. Like we shouldn't have lived there. I'm glad we moved there.
I moved there because I had a job.
Yeah.
This guy had like 4,000 YouTube subscribers.
That's
He's like,
funny.
yeah, I got to take the reins from me.
Yeah, no.
You got to check in with me when you come to Nashville.
I was saying that more in the sense of like we didn't go out barely at all, you know? So like we didn't
Yeah.
really live it up. I mean, you obviously went to the city for your job every weekday, but we didn't like go out and really do a bunch of the Nashville stuff. We went to a few concerts, but you're definitely going to be in a different boat.
I mean, I know it's going to be expensive, but I'm just going to make the dream happen. Why
Yeah.
not?
No, I literally had 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm making it big.
I mean, you were. Yeah.
I made it work though. That's
I'm so glad I did it. It was such
it's
a
Darwin's law, man.
100%.
Backs against the wall, the strong are fit to survive, you know?
It's true, man. That's also being at the house. I feel like part of me has lost some of that grind. I wonder if you feel the same way, like being in a place that you're familiar with,
Yeah.
because like it just makes you wanna. You're like, oh, I'm home, instead of exactly like y'all were saying. I'm at this new place. I don't know anybody, and it kind of feels like I'm in a movie, you know. I don't really feel that anymore, but I do kind of in other aspects.
I think with what I do, like, I kind of get locked in just in my room. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like going on these trips is necessary. Like going out to New York was cool, and like if I wasn't able to do that, it'd probably be a little worse. But like I feel like I perform at my best when I'm locked in, just like by myself, just the way I am as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you have your space and you're like familiar workflow and everything.
Yeah, I just have a very specific way of working.
Yeah.
Do you think you've worked better, or let's say like harder, these years that you're here, other than the year that you quit your job and we were still in Nashville? Because you spent about a year in Nashville after you quit your job doing what you're doing right now.
Here for sure, but part of that's like I got more connections now. I got more people sending me better beats. Like they're just things have gotten better all around, I guess. And I feel like I've focused more on producing and songwriting rather than like my artist stuff.
Yeah.
Which that was like always a focus of mine beforehand. But
yeah. Why don't you tell Slodgers like what's your day to day? You're mainly songwriter, but you're also producing for people?
producing, songwriting a little bit.
And you've made
Or
your contacts
other way
from-
around, songwriting mostly,
Yeah.
producing a little bit.
And you found your contacts from social media over.
Yeah, really just Instagram. I mean, connecting with people over Instagram,
That's
having
what
them
I
send
do.
me beats for opportunities to write for artists or like send samples out.
Neat, mesquite.
That's the cool thing about Instagram is if you like slowly climb up the ranks of getting followers, and you're getting more and more high level artists and producers see your account and see that it's followed by X, Y, and Z.
That's
They
a big
know.
thing. Is
Yeah.
seeing like followed by all these people. That's a huge
As
thing.
much as I hate social media, like Instagram has done so much for me
Yeah.
musically.
Totally.
Yeah, the mutual followers thing is legit because you send out a DM to somebody, then that's like at the bottom of the DM.
Exactly.
Like they see that. I know when I get a DM from and it says like followed by, and it's like someone legit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm clicking on that.
Exactly.
Responding.
100%. It makes a huge difference because it's just like somebody I know knows this guy too. Like I'll immediately build some rapport. You know?
Definitely.
Exactly. Especially if they have, that guy you think highly of, the guy that follows them. And you're like, okay, he's got, him, then he's probably solid at what he does.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
all credibility, especially because there's so many people that do it.
Yeah.
And also, like, I make so much music, man. Like, I'm making maybe 3 or 4 demos or just ideas a day, and maybe
that's
a beat every now and then.
Yeah.
Like, these aren't getting. I'm not releasing them. The only way
Right.
I can have people hear the stuff I make really is posting it on social media.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's a
It's
huge
like
thing.
the only outlet, really.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, you said it earlier. I mean, not when we were podcasting, but like connections is like everything in
Yeah.
every field, pretty much. You know,
It
like if you've
is.
got the right connections, like you can be successful in pretty much anything.
Doesn't even matter what you know. It matters who you know.
Very true.
It just takes time to build those up, though.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. And it also takes a lot of time of working on your own shit in order to have people like respect you enough to build those connections.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's better to do that, to have, gremlin mode of being in a dark room for 2 years to really build on your skills before you do that. Because if you're just thinking of connections right when you're starting,
Yeah.
like let's say you want to be a producer and you're starting now, and you're thinking mostly of connections, you're not going to be connecting with anybody. Cause
Well, and the thing is, you might be connecting with people because like you got a good personality and like you know how to talk to people, but you're always going to be that guy who's like, this person looks at you and is like, oh, your beats are getting a lot better, bro. Not
Yeah.
like, oh, this guy's a really talented
Yeah, let's
producer.
work.
You know, like you kind of want to meet those people when you already have a good amount of skill built up.
100%. That's so hard to see, like, foresee into the future, though, when you just start.
Yeah,
Because
true.
a lot of times you don't really know how bad you are.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like the Dunning-Kruger effect thing where
Yeah.
you're like, you think you're way better than you are at the beginning.
and it's like you're going to start and be like, all right, I'm going to give this 3 years of doing nothing and
Yeah.
really just grind. Like,
Yeah.
that's asking a lot of yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
But, yeah, ideally, you should probably be doing that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's the thing also is like we waste so much time, like we as human beings waste so much time just doing like random, like just scrolling on fucking TikTok or like whatever. When like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have time to make music. I don't have time to like work on like my passions or my hobbies or whatever. It's like, bro, the amount of time that you spend just like doing bullshit every day, if you cut out that like 2 hours, you could devote that 2 hours to actually doing something productive. And I think if you genuinely like actually locked in for a solid, 6 months to a year on something, you're going to make a lot of progress on it, But most people just don't really have the discipline to be able to do
And
that.
man, you got to love doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember working my job and coming home, and like sometimes I would just like hop in bed, watch a movie, go to sleep. But like most of the time, I'm sitting at my computer again,
Yeah.
and like working on music for the
Yeah,
rest of the night. And then on the
exactly.
weekends, it's music.
Yeah. That's how I was like when I was in school too. I would hate school every single minute of it because I would just be thinking about making music all day or making music and YouTube videos. And then I would come back from school and I'm like, nah, this is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
would
used to
do that.
care about my grades in college.
Mhm.
And my sophomore year, when I did online school and I lived here with my parents before I moved to Nashville, that was when I started taking my YouTube channel more seriously. And I just completely, like, I wouldn't even go to class. But I wasn't going to class. I was watching them online.
Yeah,
But, like,
'cause that was pandemic and everything.
Exactly. Sometimes I would have the lesson over here, and I'd be editing a video, and I'd be like, I'm still in class right now, but I'm just paying zero attention to class.
Yeah.
Like, Cole's also seen kind of he's seen the journey from high school. When, like, I used to make just the worst YouTube videos. I didn't even tell y'all about my YouTube channel.
I mean, you would just
high
do
school.
tutorials
Yeah.
for the most part. But that's kind of when you start picking up, I feel like.
Definitely.
Freshman year was when I started picking up, because that was when coronavirus hit. And, I mean, the situation in our dorm room was like the 3 of y'all were rushing, and I was just in the dorm room. And it was still such a great year. Like,
Yeah.
that year was so much fun, dude. I look back on it so much. But a lot of it was just me, like in my dorm room, and I was like, okay, I need to figure out something that I really need to put my heart into, either that or I need to go out and like find other friends at OU, and I kind of did a little bit of that, but I mostly just stayed in my room and made YouTube videos like 24/7, and like I really needed that chapter, and I like it's hard to tell someone that you have to put all the eggs in the basket of the thing that you're chasing, especially if they have other great things that are lined up, like they're doing good at school, or they have this job lined up and they do want to progress in the job, or they have a lot of it is also like they have a relationship. I feel like being single for so long, that helped me so much, because I always wanted to have like a girlfriend, but I didn't have that, and it allowed me to just put all of my eggs into this career and into this dream that I chased for like, it's been like 5 years now.
Well, yeah, I mean, because people say it, but like women kind of are the ruiner of dreams, because you just, when you have a girl in your life, you focus on that, which is a good thing.
Which is, I mean, yeah, everybody should, like, that is, in my opinion, the ultimate goal, is to find a wife and have a family.
Yeah.
So, like, I should be spending a lot of time in that, and I think that's what you should do. But while you're young, I also think having a girlfriend makes you think a lot of times when you're like hanging out with her, you think to yourself, man, this is what it's all about. Exactly. And then you start diminishing your interest in the career.
Exactly.
Just don't get Rob Starked. That's
that's what I'm saying. A lot of
killed for a girl, man.
I know, like, for me personally, this might just be like a personality thing, but it might also be like applicable to a lot of young guys. But I feel like when you're a young guy and you have like attention from a girl, you get like obsessive. Like you get like, this is the only thing that matters to me. And so like then you start to neglect other things that are also very important, like whether that be, you know, your passions or your career or school or your health or whatever. You start to neglect because you have like attention from a female, and it's like, whoa, this is cool. This is awesome. Somebody likes me.
Being honest, a lot of the things we chase and a lot of the success that we chase is because we want to look good in front of females, and we want to be a successful, like, high alpha prospect to a woman, you know? So like a lot of that comes down to it. So when you have a girlfriend and she's right there, a lot of that is, I already have this, you know?
It's complacency.
You take it for granted.
Oh, I've been there. Yeah. Once you get complacent in a relationship, that's the worst thing.
That's when it falls apart.
I mean,
exactly.
that is the reason I started making music. Like in middle school, I was like, the girls are gonna love this.
Yeah.
And I was just making like Eminem rap music.
Yeah.
I was like, the girls were not loving that.
Yeah. They're not fucking with that Eminem shit.
Hell no.
Or being like an EDM producer, the girls are gonna love this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, playing guitar for me, that was a big one.
True, yeah.
'Cause I was like, once they know, like, oh, this guy plays guitar, like, I'm in there.
Now
I'm
it's
chilling.
more like, back then it was like looking cool. Now it's like evolved, obviously, or matured into like, you become successful and the girls like are attracted to that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which then that's the thing, because that's what attracts girls. And like you said, because once you have a girl that gives you attention, when you devote all your attention to her and take it away from what actually got her to be attracted to you in the first place, that's a great way to lose a girl.
That's
you know?
a very good point.
You got to keep your priorities straight and let them chase you. All you slodgers out there, let the girl come after you.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I think it's very important to like keep the relationship feeling like it's new as well, because that's I think a lot of the problem with like long-term relationships. Like you said, complacency is the worst thing you can do, because you get complacent and you get like way too comfortable with your girl and start doing shit that is just like unattractive. Like what? Because people can say like with the whole, you know, like progressive like relationship kind of mindset about like, oh, you can like be like open with your girl and this kind of thing, like all like the new like relationship standards that people put out there. But like if you're just doing shit that is just kind of like fucking weird, or if you're just like kind of acting in ways that isn't going to attract a girl, you still kind of have to like attract your girlfriend, you know? Like you have to keep that attraction there. So like when you get so comfortable to where like you stop kind of like trying in the relationship, that's when it usually falls apart.
I think there is some beauty in that though. Like having a wife of 10 years and just being able to be your complete self. Like I'd rather have that than constantly trying to like attract my girlfriend. But I totally agree with you in the sense that
I agree, but I think
comes
that's
with
just
time.
isn't how it works also.
Yeah.
Like in just like the nature of like male to female attraction, like you can't kind of just like do whatever you want and like keep a girl in a way, you know? Like I think there definitely is some degree of that to where like you should be able to like be comfortable enough, but there are just like certain things that you just shouldn't do with the girl, you know, because it's like, I mean, like I think we can all agree on this, that there's like male and female roles in a relationship, and like if you start like doing like the female roles, which I feel like that's how a lot of guys are, because it's like sometimes it's comfortable to like do like the female shit in a relationship, and if you start doing that, your girl is going to not be attracted to you anymore.
You still got to be alpha.
Yeah, this is now an alpha male podcast.
Yeah.
We've gone from sports podcast to alpha male podcast.
Video games.
Is there anything else that we can recap on from this amazing, what it's been 2 years? You've been here for close to a year.
I've been here over a year.
Yeah, Cole's been here for like a year and a half, maybe pushing 2.
Probably right at a year and a half.
Yeah. Caleb and I have been here for, I think, 2 years now.
In 5
Or we'll
days,
push- we can
it'll
just-
be a year for me.
Really?
Well, congratulations.
Anniversary.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's just been a great time. We've
Good
all
little era.
gotten along, which is very cool. There haven't been any fist fights. I do remember the
We've
chapter.
had, like 0 problems here.
Yeah.
It's been good.
What you say, chapter?
Yeah, I remember the chapter when we used to all cook together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We used to make like meals as a house.
Yeah.
Family.
And then I think it was like 2 weeks. I think it was either Caleb or you, but y'all were like, "Hey, I'm just gonna start getting my own groceries because this is not working out."
Well, that was a problem. I think we probably did it for like almost close to a month.
Really?
Probably 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks is accurate.
It was an
Yeah.
issue because we just didn't have enough portion size, and we
That's
were
the
all
thing,
trying to
yeah.
like get bigger.
Yeah.
and
Right.
so like you need to eat a lot.
we
And
just like wouldn't have meat, and then I'd be like, I just need to go to Walmart and get
Yeah.
meat.
Also,
Like,
we
I
would
can't-
eat it for lunch, and Cole would be at work.
True,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
a weird
The
dynamic.
Exactly.
portions didn't equal out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so eventually we started all getting our own food and everything, which I think that the system that we got going on for that works fine. And
Yeah.
we can all kind of do everything our own specific way too, because like I think the way that we were doing at the beginning, like me and Cole don't really eat pasta, or Coleman don't really eat pasta, and like we would make pasta sometimes, and it just like doesn't fit with like all of our diets. And
Also, Felix and I eat slop.
yeah,
It's literal slop, and Caleb has an actual diet, and he likes to eat things that aren't dog food.
Yeah.
So
Caleb's got like the nice like cut up strips of pork and like the little like jalapenos.
he like fries, and he's got nice sandwiches, and then
Yeah.
we're just pouring meat and beans.
I
And
just
whatever.
got my like bowl of beige slop.
It's funny because y'all's is healthier.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. The thing is, like, at the end of the day, if you're eating a diet that you can sustain, that's really the thing.
Also, if you're cooking your meals, no matter really what you're cooking, you're
Yeah.
instantly eating much better than most people.
100%, yeah.
But yeah, it's been a good year. It's sad that Cole's gonna be leaving us.
Cole will be missed.
Cole
I will miss you
absolutely.
guys too, but you guys need to come visit, and I'll be back. I mean, like
Totally.
my family's here, so
Yeah.
Yep.
actually, I already have a flight booked in May, so I'm sure I'll get with y'all.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be taking trips to Nashville too.
Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun.
documenting that. I'm excited for people to see your country song.
Yeah, that's right.
That'd be super cool if it like kind of takes off a little bit.
Just
like,
has a
thousands
little
of
bit of
streams.
standing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Colt
Are we
Murphy.
cutting it? Maybe I shouldn't talk about that.
What?
Royalties.
Oh, we're going 25, 25, 25.
Okay.
No, we're going 80, and then y'all are splitting 20. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I didn't even think about that. Are we gonna get cheddar from this?
yeah, we're going. So
Like-
the thing is, you're gonna have to make a DistroKid account. Which I'm gonna be honest with you.
At what
There will
account?
be no money.
There will be no money. There will
Okay.
be. This is not like label executive Coleman telling you that there's no money. There's literally going to be zero money.
That didn't
coming
even
in.
cross my mind.
You'll
until-
genuinely get like maybe 12 cents in the next like 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a DistroKid account, you have to pay $10 a year, so
So
you'll
it's
be
just not
losing
worth
money
it.
if you want to
You'll
claim the
be
money.
losing money, yeah.
We'll hold on to the bread for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how about
so-
you guys just let's just send the money to y'all.
Yeah,
and
we'll
we
just
can
do 33,
distribute that
33,
way.
33.
Coleman will just Venmo you 20 cents in 3 months from now.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Sounds
what we'll
good.
do. I don't even. It's not. That's not even right. 20 cents in 3 months. No way it's making that much money, especially split between us.
What, 1,000 streams is $4?
I think so.
Is that right?
So it'll probably be
Something like
maybe
that.
be at 1,000 streams.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so
hopefully
actually,
it blows
yeah,
up.
Maybe
but-
you have $1.
Yeah. You might-
Who's to say we're not gonna be winning awards?
You should-
That's
Sure.
what
You
I'm
might
saying,
be able
man.
to quit your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that I mean, like I'd be so sad.
You're going to be playing the Grand Ole Opry, so.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, anytime you come over now, we should be making a country song. Because
Just-
that was not only so fun,
Yeah.
but like the song is actually really good. I'm going to be listening. It's going on my country playlist.
Wow.
And people are now going to be like, who is this? This is absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I know
Like,
it was
turn this
literally
off right
the
now.
first time I've ever sang. That was nerve wracking, and it still is. Like thinking about my voice going out to the public, but
Really. You seemed composed, though.
yeah, it's
Seemed
just
very
like
together.
I don't have any practice in this round.
Dude, it was so
like,
impressive.
It's
man.
better. What was that duo that popped up on Instagram that might be the worst country music I've ever heard?
Oh yeah. What does
What's
he say?
that bar?
Dude, how am I think
Something
of it
about
every
ass.
single day. Yeah, busting my butt.
Waking up, busting my butt. Yeah, that's
It's better than that.
Working for a little extra pay.
But shit like that gets streams because it's just me.
Because they make
Yeah.
content, Cole. You're gonna have to start
Yeah.
making TikToks. This is how you make a TikTok for your country song.
Just
It ain't for me. It ain't for me. Start doing the TikTok dances.
yeah. What are the dance moves?
That would be the funniest thing ever. Watching Cole do a TikTok
That
dance for
would
his
be
country
hilarious,
song.
actually.
I don't think I have that.
In your
in me,
work
fellas.
uniform, too?
I know this is my
At your job, you're at your new job.
with all the
Doing
like
TikTok
What are you doing?
dances.
First day on the job, you're like,
Yeah.
sorry guys, I gotta work my part time.
Yeah.
Set up your iPhone.
set up the everyone's just looking at me, man. That's how you make a name for yourself.
That is how
Though.
you make
Yeah.
it for yourself.
You and a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Out there working
For
a job,
music,
side
yeah.
job, music.
I mean,
That is very
we're
true,
acting like I'm gonna pursue this
Yeah,
country music
I'm
thing.
yeah.
Like this was totally just kind of a run.
Nah, dude, if the Slodgers mess with the song that much,
True.
and if y'all run the streams up, if we hit 100K streams
Wow.
within 3 months, then we're flying Cole out and we're making an album in 1 week.
Okay,
We're gonna do that.
is that the challenge?
That's the challenge, and I will sign with blood because there's no chance we're hitting 1,000 streams. In 3
Yeah.
If we get 1,000 streams in 3 months, I will myself live on stream.
It's 100,000.
commit.
Yeah, 100,000 in 3 months.
Yeah.
We're flying you out, and we're gonna make an album.
Okay. Well, we'll see if that happens.
We'll see what happens there.
yeah.
Well, guys, this was a fun episode recapping. This is what the house situation has been for the past year or so, and it's been fun. And this is a bittersweet moment, but shipping off our little baby out to
That's
Nashville.
right.
Tennessee.
Baby bird spreading his wings.
Yeah, guys, keep it slodging.
Keep it slodging.
Lodge it up,
Heck yeah.
boys and girls.
You got to tell them to keep it slodging.
Keep it slodging.
Slodgers unite.